Hello everyone, welcome back to I Create For You. My name's Lori. We're going to do another ghost story, a haunted amusement ghost story, a haunted amusement park. Whew, not a haunted amusement. That didn't even sound right, did it? Alrighty, so it's called The Cedar Point Ghost. Opened in 1870 on Lake Erie in Sandusky, Ohio, Cedar Point is the second oldest amusement park in America. The seasonal 364-acre park also boasts the biggest collection of rides and roller coasters in the world and was once the site of a legendary haunted carousel. The 1921 Denzel Carousel traveled from park to park and was moved to Cedar Point in 1971, where it stayed for over 2 decades. It was there that employees whispered about the ghostly lady who rode it at night. Artist Shelley Gorney Schoner was unaware of the ghost stories when she visited Cedar Point. She was simply fascinated with historic carousels, so fascinated that she made them her favorite subject. Her life-size renderings in pastels and oils depict carved animals from famous carousels. Yet, as drawn as she is to the marvelous menageries, she cannot explain why one plain old brownish horse captivated her 2 decades ago. I spent several days in a row, one summer, going back and photographing it, confided the Detroit resident. She had no idea that the one horse that she was so inexplicably mesmerized by was haunted. "I'd like to say it haunted me," said Shelley with a smile, "but the carving and the stature of the animal simply captivated me. Is this an example of the strange power it has over people? Without knowing a thing about the horse's history, I chose it above all the other magical animals on the carousel. Or did it choose me?" During its time at Cedar Point, the Denzel Carousel charmed children during the day and frightened employees at night, for it was then, when the lights were turning off and workers were sweeping up, that a ghost mounted the carousel horse. Witnesses swore that the carousel glowed as the specter rode around. The ghost always chose the same horse that Shelley had. It was carved in 1924 by Carl Muller. Witnesses said the ghost was a woman in a long white dress. The identity of the ethereal lady remains a mystery, though some speculate she may be the wife of the carver. The carousel was eventually moved to Dorney Park. The haunted horse has a place of honor in the Carousel Museum at Cedar Point. Is it still haunted? If anyone has seen the ghost of a woman in white in the Carousel Museum, perhaps they will write and let me know. Well, now, I am shocked. Dorney Park, where the carousel was eventually moved to, is like maybe 30 minutes away from where I live. Maybe we'll be taking a trip to Dorney Park this summer and we'll look for that carousel. And I'll find somebody to tell me there if they've seen it. That would be a cool follow-up that I would do. That would be awesome. I gotta try that and see what I can come up with this summer. Yeah, that's awesome. I hope it's still there. That would be the most awesomest thing to come across. Anyway, I am going to try my darndest to draw a woman on a carousel horse. This is going to be interesting, folks. But since the story was not that long, I may have a little more time to draw something halfway decent. This is the pole that the horse is attached to. Man, I'm excited. I really want to go there and check it out now, for heaven's sakes. Man, that is something unreal. I just can't believe it. Watch, I'm going to get myself all jacked up about it, and here they moved it again. Wouldn't that suck? Yes, it would. That'd be just my luck. This is the carousel horse. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to draw this nicely, and I love drawing horses. They are my favorite. Ever since I was a little kid. Why does this ear look like it's backwards? Okay, this is its hair, so I'm just gonna... This is the hair. We always go to a place. It was every year we used to go to a place called Knobles, and it's a free, free admission into the park, and then you just pay to go on the rides and such. And we used to go there every year. I mean, that was like a family thing of going there every year. This past year, though, my daughter kind of ruined it because we had gone to Wyoming so I could see my other grandson. And I know I shouldn't say this, but I don't know if she got butt hurt because she knew she could never get there or what. But she decided that that was going to be the year, the same time, that she was going to take her kids, my other grandchildren, to Dorney Park without us. Because we went with them all the time. And so, yeah, it kind of really got to me. It still does, because that was something we always did with our other grandsons, and it's just, I'm butthurt over it. And I can't get over that she would do that to me. But anyway, that was one of the places I would go, and they have a huge carousel there. And that carousel, I mean, no matter where you are in the park, you can hear it. It's just so big, and it has like a brass ring. And my son, he's tall, and he would always lean over where you can be on the outside horses, and you can catch what's called the brass ring. And I don't know what you get. I don't know if you get a free ride or you get a book a ticket, ride tickets, or if you get anything when you have this when you get the brass ring. But yeah, he always got the brass ring because he could reach it. He just had to lean over just a little bit and just pluck it right off. It's like, yeah, that's nice. He just, I don't even know where he got his tallness from. His dad and I are the same height. So I just do not know where he got his tallness from. His dad doesn't, he says dad doesn't know either, but his dad can't deny him. Man, they are one and the same. They look alike, they talk alike, same mannerisms, sort of like my husband now and his dad. They hadn't met until a few years ago. He met his dad, and it was weird because they would walk the same, talk the same, had the same kind of mannerisms. And so, yeah, it's just weird how that happens, you know? But yeah, he was he would always get that brass ring. That was his big thing. He'd get it, and it's awesome, actually. So there's part of the carousel. I'm trying to draw in the lady too sitting on here. Now this is going to be a little bit, this pole. I should never started with the pole. That just messed the whole thing up here. So I'm just going to try to draw her on top of this horse. And her arm. I'm not going to make the pole that big because I'm going to have her hand up and around here. Sorry for all the erasing, but I'm going to try to make it look like, man, she looks like an AI creature. The ones that always have odd looking hands and toes and, yeah, they're like morphed. There, that's a little better. Wow, that's awesome. That's a little bit, that makes me feel happy that that looks better. Okay, now we're going to try to get to the rest of her, if I can. Okay, I'm going to make her, should I make her, yeah, she's looking kind of this way, so. Like I always say, people are not my thing to draw, ever. So, this is not going to look like, she's going to look horrible in her face. In fact, you know what I'm going to do because I can? I'm going to make her faceless. Yeah, just because I can. Let's see, her hair. Good lordy Lou with the erasing already, right? Get your poop together here, woman. Alrighty. Now, she's going to be riding, so her hair's going to be blowing as she's going around on the merry-go-round. And she's got a badonkadonk. Did you guys ever call that, you know, the butt a badonkadonk? I remember when my kids were little. It used to be the saying for her butt. Was it your badonkadonk? It's like, oh yeah, okay. Whatever you guys say. I guess I shouldn't talk because back in the day, I'm an 80s girl. I know growing up that back in the day there were terms like grody to the max and that came up. I guess that might have been in the 90s. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, badonkadonk. And let's see. This is her. This will be her dress flowing. Her jagged dress. I'm just going to draw this like this. And I'm going to give her a sleeve there. And the back of the horse here. I'm not doing too bad with this one tonight, so it's not looking too bad, too generic like it usually does. I had a little more time with this one, but still, it's not as bad as they usually are. So, and these poles. This is always a good ride too, a family ride. You know, if you got a little one, they always have like a carriage where you can sit in, like a wagon, whatever you want to call it. If you have a real little one that can't be put onto the horses. And I'm just going to, I know this isn't nice. Like, it's not nice to me, but I'm going to make her spooky. She doesn't have a face, so. Oh my, we're supposed to get some more snow tomorrow. What the heck? What's up with that? We're supposed to have winter storm watch. Our borough put out a thing on the Facebook page that just in case it's supposed to be icy conditions tomorrow, and like, come on already. Gosh darn, spring, where the hell are you? You know? I'm not going to make that go down there. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to. So, and this is the bottom of the carousel pole. I'm not really in line with it here. And then the bottom of the carousel. And that is the lady on the carousel horse in the white dress. The lady ghost riding that carousel horse. I didn't do too bad with this one, did I? A little pat on the back for that one. Had a little more time to sketch. Well, anywho, I have to write that down, put it up on our bulletin board so I remember to look that up this summer. If we can possibly get to Dorney Park, I will be checking that out. That would be so awesome. I'm still stoked about that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I shall see you on whatever Wednesday. I found something new to try, and hope you will stop by and check that out. It's actually using foil. So that's all I'm going to tell you, because I've not done it yet. So it'll be a real good experience, let me tell you. Thank you so much for stopping by, taking time out of your day to listen to me tell you a story and chat and sketch. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the content. Subscribe if you haven't. There's plenty more stories coming up. And if you subscribe, you'll be able to find out what I find out if we go to Dorney Park this summer. Now there's a plus. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay creative, stay a little creepy. But just stay tuned, because you never know what's going to come up next. You just might like it. Bye-bye for now.